So let me just resume recording so I can share this. Okay, so everyone, welcome to, this is an investor onboarding session. First of all, thank you for taking time to be part of this. And thank you for creating your account on Rouzo. I'd be curious to find out how you heard about Rouzo. So please, if you can use the chat and let me know how you heard about Rouzo. Did somebody tell you, or did you see like an advertising or digital media, maybe Google? So please use the chat and let me know how you heard about Rouzo. That'll be helpful to know how we're reaching people, okay? Rouzo is basically a platform by our company's name is OAFARA, and OAFARA is actually means money bridge. Basically, we're bridging the access to finance gap for micro and small businesses and for smart investors by giving them a platform to invest. So it's a P2P platform, which is peer-to-peer platform. So that's what we are. Now, Rouzo actually means pathway, okay? So it's a pathway to wealth creation. And that's our hope, to literally help people create wealth. So let me quickly just check this comments. Market analyst report, a friend told me about Rouzo. Okay, great. All right. I'll be curious about what report that is, Wale. You probably are in the financial services space. It would be nice to know. Was it the Disrupt Africa report, or I'll be curious to know what that was. Okay. So how does Rouzo work? Simply, Rouzo is a connection platform. It's peer-to-peer. So what we do as Rouzo is that we're connecting investors, which are people like you, with small businesses who need access to short-term financing. And what we mean by short-term financing, that financing to just sort of boost their business operation. So we're not dealing in equity investment. We're not dealing in projects or infrastructural investment. No. Our goal is to get money into the hands of people who need it as like engine oil to run their businesses, basically. So that's what we do. So we're a connection platform that connects investors to small businesses. And our approach is really a portfolio approach. What that means is that if you invest on the platform and you can go to sleep knowing that we're going to take care of your money, we're going to place it in the hands of the business, and we're going to manage the credit risk, we're going to manage the recovery, and we're going to ensure that you get your money back with your returns, okay? By using a portfolio approach, we don't put anybody's monies at risk, meaning that there's no one person whose monies will be at risk, because it's a portfolio, so it's a basket of different people's funds, and which diversifies the risk to every singular investor. And that's why, more or less, since we started over a year ago, everyone who's invested has gotten back their returns guaranteed. And our approach for growth has really been organic. We have not been in a hurry to blow up or expand. We have been quite deliberate and organic about our growth, because we were more interested in perfecting our processes to ensure that our investors were happy. So basically, that is what we've been about. And so far, so good, I have to tell you. So how do you invest in Rouzo? So probably you have a Rouzo account and you probably see your dashboard. And there are two major ways that you can invest on the platform. So we have the save to invest option, and we have the invest in a portfolio option. So basically, with the save to invest option, what we're doing is we're giving people an opportunity to just put aside small amounts of money on a regular basis and build it up in a way that they can transfer it from their wallet into an investment portfolio when the portfolio is open. Or they can create an automated savings plan and take advantage of the pool of funds to save for different projects or for different things that they want to achieve. We don't want to discriminate against size of investors, even though the investment portfolio has a minimum amount per unit. For the savings, you can save as low as 100 naira. For the investment portfolio, for you to buy a unit is 50,000 naira. So what we're trying to do with our platform is to be inclusive. So come as you are. We've had people who have saved monies and then grown into a certain amount of their wallet and then used it to purchase investment on the platform. So there's just been different people and different pathways to leveraging Rouzo. And what we've done is create a platform that allows you, whatever pathway you are, to be able to come into the platform and benefit. So you can start saving by just crediting your wallet, which is simply good. I'm going to show you what that is soon. and just credit your wallet, or you can save by creating an automated plan, and it deducts a certain amount from your account on a daily, on a weekly, on a monthly basis. So those options are available. Or you can just invest directly if you have cash you want to invest right now. Like literally, you can invest into a portfolio, and I'll show you the kind of portfolios that we have. Okay. Now, so what do you invest in? So basically, we have we've segmented our portfolio to meet two basic needs, but three portfolios. So we have the asset finance, the working capital, and the women trader portfolio. Now, our asset finance portfolio was created to help micro and small businesses acquire assets, and then we co-own the asset with them. And then when they pay back, like a hire purchase arrangement, they own it fully. The working capital portfolio was it's created for more established businesses. So these are businesses that have been existing for, averagely the sweet spot is about 5 years, but we have the businesses from 2 years and above. But averagely, what we found out so far is about 5 years. And so it's short-term funding, usually 90 days cycles and things like that. And then we have the women trader portfolio, which is a new portfolio we created October last year. And we created it after we ran a pilot to segment women and see how they borrow from businesses. It actually came about because we participated in the Finance Alliance hack that was powered by MasterCard last year, and we're one of the top 5 startups in the world. It was a global competition. And basically the thesis of that competition was the fact that women investors or women businesses actually were outperforming in terms of paying back loans and consistency. And so we decided to pilot this program after that competition. And so far it has been really successful. We've grown this program by over 150% in just this quarter. And currently this portfolio is open for you to invest. Our approach is a bit what I call social impact, because when you invest in Rouzo, you're actually making an impact directly in the lives of these businesses. And we always share stories about what's happening and again, getting returns. So if you're somebody who says, you know what, I just want to invest for the returns alone, I want my money to count. Rouzo is a platform that allows you to invest and also make your money count. And that's what our portfolios stand for. And so these are a few members of the team. The team has grown since this presentation. I mean, a lot of you have met Michael, and there's so many team members that are not represented here, but this is the founding team that started the company. And as a founding team, we have over 25 years experience in financial services, management consulting. We have a fellow of chartered accountant who's on the board of the company. We're a very professional team of people who are passionate about making an impact on the lives of micro and small businesses and ensuring that we take care of the monies of people like you who invest on the platform. So basically, that's a short introduction. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the platform and sort of share with you what it is that typically how you can use your Rouzo account. But before I do that, please, does anybody have a quick question before I go into the platform now and sort of show you how to use the Rouzo platform? Does anybody have a quick question? I'm happy to answer that while I'm sharing the platform. Any questions?
Yeah, I do have a couple of questions.
Okay, please go ahead.
Now, my name is Wale Olanubi. So my first question was about how short-term the investments were, but I see that you have something about 90 days for the working capital portfolio. Asset finance, how long is that for typically?
Okay, yeah. So
do you have a term for each portfolio type, or?
Okay, sorry, is it from the investor's perspective or from the business perspective? Why did you understand?
I lost you there for a bit.
No, I said, so are you talking about the investors or the businesses, like the term of the portfolio? Is that what I'm trying to understand?
The term of the portfolio, yeah, the term of the portfolio.
Okay, so basically as an investor, when you come in on the platform, you can choose your duration. So you have 3, 6, 9, 12 months available. Okay. The thing is that you have to lock your money for a minimum of 90 days, but you can actually choose your term. You can say, I want to just come in for 3 months, that's 90 days, or 6 months, or 9 months, or 12 months. It depends on your goals or whatever it is that you're investing for. So we're flexible like that. So even though the funds we're providing for the businesses are typically 90 to 180 days, for asset finance, 180 days. For working capital is 90 days. But you as an investor can choose how you want to come in, how you want to play on the platform. So it's up to you. And I'm going to show you that once I log in. Okay.
All right, that's
Okay.
So my other question was, how do you evaluate the businesses?
Okay. So the first thing we do is there's an eligibility scoring algorithm on the platform. Okay. So the first thing is that we only deal with businesses who score an A or a B. That's the first thing. So typically when a business applies on the platform, it eliminates 30% of the applications because they don't qualify. The algorithms do that. That we don't do that, okay? And so that it sifts the pool for us. Now, after that is done and the remaining 70% then go through the pool, what then happens is that at various levels, the businesses are eliminated. The second thing that might eliminate a business is we actually do like statement analysis of the businesses. We have third-party solutions that help us analyze the statements. And at that level too, some businesses are disqualified. Okay, so that's the second level of analysis. At the third level of analysis is when we do credit reporting and credit checks. So when we do, we are signed up to a bureau. And so when we do credit reports and credit checks, that also will eliminate businesses. So typically, it's about, should I say 10% of businesses that come into the platform that eventually get funding. That's loans from us, basically. And that's because of the layers of elimination to be able to take care of the funds for investors. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
Yes.
Do you integrate with the businesses after funding to some level, to some degree, to sort of monitor what the fund utilization is?
Oh, yes, we do. We do a lot of, so we are, because, our background was in basically small business consulting. And so supporting the businesses to grow is very important to us. Businesses are assigned relationship officers. So the relationship officers follow on with these businesses to ensure that they're growing. In fact, we follow up so much that our return rates for businesses to reapply is 66%, which is pretty high. Okay, and it's pretty high because these businesses feel well taken care of and safe with us, that they feel like they don't have any need to go to any other place because they've built a relationship with the company and they see that we care about their businesses. Our NPS score for businesses is pretty high. NPS is Net Promoter Score, which is how they see us. It's pretty high.
Hey, that's just a couple of more questions. Okay. In Nigeria today, there's a lot of licenses for businesses like yours to operate with. What sort of license governs your operations?
Okay, so we have two licenses. For the investors, we have the cooperative license. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's how people can collect funds. For the lending, we have the money lenders license. So we're operating with those two licenses to ensure that we're regulated. Yes.
How does the crowdfunding changes that the SEC made a couple of, I think, weeks or months ago affect a business like this? I know you can sort of skirt around that with the cooperative. I guess that's how you're doing it. But does it affect you in any way?
Oh, well, not really, because we see ourselves as more of a cooperative platform and we put that out there. We are not openly soliciting for people to come like, okay, everybody come and invest, on the platform. We're not doing that. And I feel like that's what the SEC is very careful about. They do not want people to lose their money from a regulated platform. So, yeah, we basically believe that if you join the platform, if you read your terms and conditions, you're actually joining the cooperative. It's actually clearly stated in our terms of service from day one. So,
all right, last question. Insured group loans for the women's thing. How is it insured?
well, it's insured by an insurance company. So there is what they call like a business insurance. A few insurance companies offer it. So the insurance covers disability, life, and inability to pay back based on disability. Typically, that's what insurance covers. Insurance does not cover what they call it. There's nothing like a credit default risk insurance. We don't have that in Nigeria. Okay, but the reason why we had to insure them is because a lot of people in the informal trade segments don't have access to the normal how like maybe healthcare services or all sort of things. So anything can just happen to them, and we want to ensure that if that happens, they are well taken care of, and that we also ensure that we get our monies back. So that's why we did that.
All right, thank you. That makes sense. Those are my questions.
All right, you're welcome. I don't know, does anybody else have a question? If not, I'll just quickly move on to the platform. So, okay, so I'm going to log into my own investor dashboard, my demo dashboard, so to see. I just want to, okay. It says my page has expired, so let me just log in, sign in again. So what I want to do is to show you guys what you can do with your dashboard. So I think typically you've gone into your dashboard and you see that you can do two things. You can start saving and you can start earning. Now, start saving is to create either to credit your stash or to create a save to invest account. So if we click start saving, so you can actually see, you can save to invest, which is you create a savings plan, automated savings plan, or you can just credit your wallet every time you want it. And the good thing is if you credit your wallet, you can always withdraw it. You just have to have a minimum balance of 1,000 naira. So if you say, I have spare change, let me just go and put it in my Rouzo wallet, and anytime I want the money, I just go and withdraw. It's my money. I can take it anytime I want it. It's available for you. Or you can create save to invest. When you create save to invest, you can create an automated savings plan. Now you can name your savings, whatever. So you can name it, let's say Jollof. This is my enjoyment savings, okay? And you can put any amount, but a minimum of 100 naira, you have to save. So you can just put, okay, I want to be saving for my Jollof money, maybe 5,000 naira, okay? You can choose the duration, daily, weekly, monthly, to decide how much you want to save your Jollof money, okay? So I can say I want to be saving my Jollof money every week, okay? And then you can choose your duration. So it can be 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. As you can see, the interest becomes higher as the longer duration. So let's say I want to do my Jollof for the next 6 months, okay? And then immediately you do that, you can proceed to payment. You'll be taken to our pay start interface, and then you can pay for that. So you can see that we check out and it takes you to pay start, so you can quickly make your payment, and that plan is created. Okay, so I don't want to do that so that I will stay within our dashboard, but that typically is what happens when you create a savings plan. Okay, the next thing is so that's for savings, but then you can also do investments. Investment is where you see all the portfolios that Wale, you were asking the question are. Now, if you look at your portfolio, you'll see that what is interesting is that you can see that the asset finance portfolio has sold out. We haven't opened it anytime recently. You can see the working capital portfolio is closed, and the women trader portfolio is open right now. The reason why we do that is that, like I said, we're deliberate about ensuring that the monies that we are taking from investors, we can actually invest it. Like we have ready businesses, or there's a need for it. We don't want to take your money when there's no need for it and just keep it aside, because we are promising you an interest rate and we want to be able to deliver to it. That's why we're deliberate about closing and opening our portfolios based on need. The reason why our women trader portfolio is open at this time is because we have, like I said, we've grown 150%. like the growth is great. So definitely the funds are required to continue to fuel growth and create more loans for the traders. And so if you want to invest, you just click invest now. Okay. Now, when you click invest now, you'll see your returns, you see amount per unit. So there's a minimum amount of 50K per unit, and you see the amount of units that are available. Okay. And then you will see your interest rates. If you invest, if you keep your money for only 3 months, you get 7%, 6 months, 15%, 9 months, 20%, and the full 12 months, you get the 31% per annum. So you can just click invest now. Now, it will ask you how many units you would like to purchase, okay? And you'll see how many units are left. So you can see that some units are already sold. We have almost 40% of the units are gone already. You can see that. So if you plan to invest now. Okay, so you just click the units, the number of units you want. So let's say I want 10 units, and you click next. Okay, so it will now ask you how many months you like to lock your money for. 3 months, 6 months. So you can choose your duration of your lock period. So when you choose it, it clicks next. And then it tells you that for 10 units, it will be 500,000 naira. Okay? So if you had money in your savings, you could pay from your savings, or you can pay from Paystack. Now, the thing about the limitation about paying from Paystack is that Paystack doesn't allow you to do more than 250,000 naira transaction per investment, because they have some sort of, I don't know, legal law. So if you wanted to invest 500,000, you have to probably do it twice. Okay. Another option in a way you can pay is that you can pay directly to our bank account, and from the back end, we will add the units you purchase to your dashboard. So when you log into your dashboard, you will see your units. So typically, that's how you go. So once I click pay now, it would take me again to Paystack, which is how we are integrated, basically. So simple. So that's basically a simple how the platform works. I think it's pretty easy, but I also know that some people had challenges like navigating the dashboard, which is why we thought, okay, let's do like this onboarding call so that anyone who has a challenge and or has some questions, like, you know, Wale, you just asked, can always ask us questions. Another nice thing about your dashboard is there is a referral. So you can actually you can click on your referral and you can see your code. All right. Now, this code you can share with your friends, and you can share it on your social media platforms. You can see all the social media platforms are available. You can copy it and say to your friend, okay, create your Rouzo account by clicking this code. If they click this code, what happens to them is that you get your referral commission, okay? Because somebody clicked the code and made an investment. If you can see my dashboard, these are all the people that have clicked my code. And for everybody who has clicked my code, I've earned a referral commission of 1K. So that's another way to be a savvy investor. So even if you have millions to invest, why not just make extra buck by sharing your code to other people? So yeah, in a nutshell, those are the things that you can benefit from your platform when you invest in Rouzo. You make an impact and you always get great returns, like I always say. So Rouzo is about impact plus returns. And I hope that after this onboarding call, you guys can take advantage of investing or saving on Rouzo, or whatever your preference is. And so that we can all grow together. Your money is going to be growing and you're going to be growing, and then we will be happy. So that is the end of this presentation.